I'm feeling honored. I'm sitting in front of you and I'm able to share my experience. And in fact, the credit goes to you all. District 105, I owe you a lot for this session. After looking at your faces, I can see so many of you are quite senior than me. And I feel a bit of nervous what I'm going to share with you all. And I'm serious about it. You have lived more life than me. And if I stand right before you, I have to seriously think very carefully what I'm going to speak, what I'm going to utter from my mouth. I have to level all my words to share with you. But still, since you have given me this honor, and I have to take pride and speak something out of my experience. Now, the title you have all selected is Pathways to Excellence. But which pathways you did not mention? Is it Toastmasters pathways or pathways of life? How many of you are Toastmasters? All right, everyone, great, very happy. And anybody who is Toastmaster for more than 10 years? Wow, Mr. Lucky, Mr. Arif Imran. I just want you to think of that day and the time when you joined Toastmasters. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. That's threshold. Imagine, what was your age that point in time? It's going to be cliche for me, but not for you. But I have to tell you all. Till that day, when you were not Toastmaster yet, did you seriously feel you need Toastmasters to feel happy, to have a good relationship with other people, to find a good job, to go to school, college, university, be friend with somebody? I don't think so. Same here. Toastmaster is not something which is going to help you breathe in, breathe out, smile, but literally can help you achieve excellence. And I mean it. I was quite reasonably successful when I got into Toastmasters. By the way, that was an accident. I did not plan at all. And I have no plan of being Toastmaster for the rest of my life. But the way Toastmaster has gone inside me, I don't think I can leave it. Our Toastmaster will leave me. Just because of that experience, I have made one quote long ago. Perhaps it was my first year when I was enjoying my Toastmaster journey. You live once with Toastmasters, and Toastmasters live with you forever. That's original quote. The first Toastmaster is a Toastmaster International. The second Toastmasters in the quote is you all. No matter what, if I'm trying to leave this platform or this organization, 96 years old, I don't think you would be able to allow me to do that. That's what I have experienced. In 27 countries physically and more than 40 countries virtually. And I'm feeling so blessed. And I was missing a lot in my life, a lot in my life. Why didn't I join Toastmasters long ago? When I joined, I was 36. I didn't mean to reveal my age, by the way, but I have to tell you all, because you should not misunderstand me from my beard, white beard minded, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're talking about pathways, 11 paths are Toastmasters. Let's discuss everything in a nutshell. Pathways of life, pathways of Toastmasters, and 11 paths. Why did I finish all 11 paths? Was there a challenge? Was I competing with somebody or myself? Or I was planning to make a world record or something like that? There was nothing as such, I'm telling you. Whatever is happening in my life is all without plan. Let me tell you all. If you are a planner, you are allowed to hate me because I don't plan my life. In Toastmasters, convention path, our conventional program, our pathways, it was all by accident. But I was passionate to improve every single day. I was challenging myself to deliver different projects and expose my realities. Whatever I have lived, I feel like people should know where I have come from, what did I do in my life while struggling, period, or after achieving everything in my life. When I say everything, everything means normally what we always aspire. We want to become a happy person. We want to have a happy family around, a great relationships, a supportive spouse, something in bank balance, as a bank balance, or whatever you call that, you believe or not. Around 30, 31, I was able to achieve almost every single thing. But one day, when I was sitting in my office, it was 2017, you can say April or May. I was convinced by somebody who is my vendor who came into my office, and I was talking to him something. He said, Amjad, why don't you just start public speaking? Why don't you just do that? Because you speak something very deep. And I did not take it seriously. And I'm still not serious about it. But I forgot that. It was not the first time. It had happened actually quite a number of times when people came and they sat with me. They are trying to sell me something, and I was talking something different to them, and I was selling something what I'm selling to them. So they were very convinced, luckily. And it was June 2017 when I was feeling, you are wasting your time. Wasting in the sense of now business is on automation. You have people working for you. Everything is being done. Now you have few free hours. Why don't you just spend them somewhere where you can learn something? And that's how I got into Toastmasters. I was searching on Google, where can I spend some time and just enjoy, have fun. I'm not a party person, but something I can enjoy sitting with people. It could be reading, it could be speaking, it could be anything, just spending some time with them. And also there was one more reason. I was staying in other city, my company is in other city. And when I go back to my home, it takes 2 to 3 hours in jam-packed traffic. So I have to avoid that also. So in that context, I started searching on internet and I got into Toastmasters. Why I'm telling you this story of joining Toastmasters? Because I did not plan it, but now I cannot live without it. This is called excellence. And I never tried to achieve perfection at all. Let me just tell you, there are many people in Toastmasters I met. They are making sure their projects are well delivered, are perfectly delivered. And unfortunately, when they try to be perfect, they deliver disaster. And I mean it. So don't try to be perfect. Be yourself. That's what I have done it. Yes, I was critically evaluated. I was embarrassed in front of 40, 50 number of people. But did they stop me? Not at all. I still remember it was P4 from the old curriculum, conventional one. When my evaluator, I owe him a lot, he ripped me apart. He said, what was this? How can you deliver a project? There was no rhetorical devices. There was no similes. There was nothing as per the objectives. I was, of course, yes, I did not cry, but yes, inside, from inside, I was crying. It was very bad day for me. It was Friday, by the way. I went home. He said, one project in 1 month is more than enough. How can you deliver a project every week? In the same week, I deliver 4 projects. When I met him next Friday, I was on P8. Was I supposed to make him embarrassed that this is me? I'm not listening to anybody. I don't value your comments, your evaluation, not at all. But my purpose was continue speaking because you are not going to be perfect, but the more time you spend on stage, the more time you are going to spend with yourself and learn where you fail, which are the areas which are not comfortable for you, or you are not comfortable with those areas. And one day, after 1,000 failures, 2,000 failures, you will have one brilliant speech delivered. Perhaps I'm still waiting for the speech, but in that journey, I have inspired so many people, not from my brilliant speeches, but from my consistency, from my passion, the ardent behavior. I tell people I learned from two cores from Toastmasters. The one was the brilliant speech. When I watched somebody who's delivering an amazing, immaculate speech on stage, I felt like, wow, man, I like to be someone like that. But when I saw somebody not able to speak on stage, but still on stage, I felt like, oh, if this person is accepted by the audience, I will be accepted too. So this is how I took for myself. No matter what is happening on stage, you can pick and choose for you whatever you want. That's what I have done. And then I decided to take part in leadership. When I got into leadership, I felt, let me just contest for district director from very first year. Then I learned you are not qualified for that. I took participation in elections as a PQD. I lost miserably. But the same night, I did not run away. I was dancing with the person who won. We became very good friends. The purpose to tell you all is to accept challenges and learn how to handle yourself after failure. I swear to God, I'm telling you openly, bluntly, if you have learned to face failure, nobody can fail you. I challenge you. And today I have spoken in many countries, in more than 200 cities. The reason I feel Toastmaster has inculcated confidence in me. Doesn't matter how good I speak, whether I'm going to connect with you or not, but the purpose is if one person's life is changed, purpose is met. You're not bound to change the entire world, but one person's life. The first person is you. Trust me. The membership for 20 years, 30 years, 2 years will never change your life in Toastmasters. But the time you have spent in Toastmasters on stage will do that. That's what I have done. If I have counted actually, I marked all my meetings I have attended from the day one. And as of today, if I calculate, my meetings are more than the days I have spent in Toastmasters. It was not purposely done, but I was learning something from Toastmasters. I speak maybe for 7 minutes in a meeting, 10 minutes in a meeting, 2 minutes in a meeting, but rest of the session, I just listen and get inspirations, get vibes from people, from you all. Oh, wow, man. She speaks so well. He speaks so well. He's so confident. That was giving me energy. And now that same energy is processing and giving back and going back to the people. You all speak much better than me. You must have read many books than me. I'm not a book reader, but I have many stories, vulnerable ones, to share with you. I like to be very much original. I don't want to read a story which is read from the book. I tell you all, you can read it by yourself. You all know all great leaders who have contributed in their life, but who would know you if you're not telling about yourself? So I want to tell about myself only. It's not about praising yourself. It's about being yourself. Many people, when they get into Toastmasters, they talk about all great leaders who are all gone and died, expired, but they don't talk about themselves. That's the reason Toastmasters comes in. Toastmasters makes you ineligible if you use more than 20% outside content. I love that. You have to be yourself, deliver your own speech. That's what I was trying for. When I was living different projects, I was picking different stories from my life, from my school, from my all vulnerable days when I was disguised. Now I'm telling to everyone. They were connecting. Oh, Amjad, you took me back. You made me remember that day when I was failed, when I was not accepted, when I forgot all my lines on stage. So people connect and they feel empowered. Oh, wow. Now I'm going to do that. There are many people who have done it. But now I will just take you through the path of life before I comes into Toastmasters Pathways. Toastmaster Pathways is nothing but your personal life. Your personal life. And I mean it. Toastmasters cannot change your life if you're not reading the objectives and connecting with your life. When you read the purpose statement or objectives of each project, at the same time, you have story written in your head, in your mind. That's what I have done. Let me give you a quick example. When I was traveling to New Zealand, my connecting flight from India was about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. And during that journey, I slept. When I was overly slept, I was feeling bored. I took out my manual and I wrote 5 speeches in the same journey. Did you do that? Did you try that? Something as such? When I go to Europe, I travel by bus sometimes when I'm alone. I carry my manuals. I write my projects while driving, while riding or while traveling. Do you do that? Do you catch your time, the free time? This is how I was able to deliver the projects. I used to spend more than 8 to 10 hours every single day for Toastmasters. Reading, writing, delivering projects. Traveling from one meeting to another meeting to another meeting to another meeting. Physically, I have attended 5 to 6 meetings in a day, Fridays as well as Saturdays. Because in UAE, in Dubai, Friday and Saturdays are off. This is how I was able to manage it. I have one wife. I have 4 kids. I manage them too. I'm running a business. I'm traveling. Now, if you think, how do I manage? The answer is, I have no clue about it. Perhaps it's my passion. That's the reason. Almighty has chosen me for something great. That's the reason, perhaps. If I tell you about my passion, if it was my passion, it was something I always aspired, I would have joined Toastmasters long ago. But I didn't hear about Toastmasters till 1st July 2017. So now the conclusion of this context is you don't really need a Toastmaster to live, to breathe, to feel happy or achieve success. But if you want to be excellent in something, wherever you are, if you want to sharpen it, polish it, make it more glorious, then you need Toastmasters. And I'm sure you all want to do. You want to sharpen your dreams. You want to make them look good, glow them, and tell the world, that's me. That's what I aspired. That's what I have achieved. Many of you know, I don't know if you don't know, when I joined Toastmasters, I couldn't speak, especially English. But in 3.5 years now, as of today, whatever I'm able to speak is because of Toastmasters. Literally, it's because of Toastmasters. I spent much more time on stage than a person who has joined Toastmasters perhaps 20 years ago. This is one of the reasons. If I'm able to speak, please, if you want to get benefit out of Toastmasters, you have to get benefit of Toastmaster. That will happen only if you spend more time on stage. More time on stage. I was president of Bollywood Toastmaster Club. I'm still president, by the way. I was president of Bollywood Toastmaster Club last year. And just to speak in the audience, Next year, I took the position as Sergeant at Arms. So I could speak for 2 minutes in every single meeting. That was the greed I had. That was the curiosity, our passion to speak on stage to the people. That's the reason normally you must have not heard somebody who was president of a club and the next year he got the position of Sergeant at Arms. Many people, they go for the next level. I have achieved all next levels, area directors. I've been a president of 3 clubs at the same year, last year. And this year I'm president of 2 clubs. The purpose is I want to speak more in every single meeting. If I'm not delivering a speech, I have to speak. I have to speak for 2, 4, 5, 6 minutes because that will change my life. That's what I always aspire for. What are you aspiring for? Now, if you're talking about pathways, I have a few questions to you all. How many of you have finished pathways and what did you find? If you want to say something out of it, what difficulties did you find in pathways? Let's hit the knot. Do you have something? I'm going to get into pathways, Toastmasters pathways. There are 11 paths. Would you like to say something? Oh, yes, Navneet. Please say something. Ask me a difficult question. Yeah, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah. So when it comes to pathways, I believe choosing the right path is the most important thing. Though Toastmasters does give you a direction, but does it really align with the aspirations that you have? I think that's a big question. And you tend to get into a state somewhere in the middle where you see whether you're really aligned with what you really thought is your path. How do you cross over that hurdle? I think that would be my challenge.
What are you profession in? Which profession are you in, Navneet?
I do sales, basically. I'm a sales executive.
All right. Let me just tell you quickly. 60% of each path, 60 to 70% of each path is same. Only few projects which are compulsory from level 3, 4, 5 are game changers. Game changers, and I mean it. First level, you have 3 projects. Icebreaker, then evaluation, which has same projects to be delivered again. And third one is researching and presenting. And at the second level, you have 2 projects almost compulsory. One is mentorship, one is communication. That could be your leadership style or communication style, or one could be in one path is body language. And from the level 3, one is compulsory in each project, in each level. You all know that is the game changer, by the way. That is aligned with the name of your path. Rest is all objective, selective, or whatever you call. You can choose from 13, and these 13 are all in all level, all paths. You can choose whichever you want, but then one has to be delivered, which is compulsory. From level 4, again, you have to deliver one compulsory and one you need to choose from 8 objective ones. And from level 5, you have one compulsory. And in 3 of the paths, you have HPL, high performance leadership. And the high performance leadership is all there as an objective in all remaining 8 paths. So it's totally up to you, whatever you want to choose. But end of the day, whichever path you choose is going to help you achieve public speaking, to become a better communicator, and the confident person. This is what I always look into. Rest, everything can be managed. Interpersonal communication, we all do every single day. Leadership, we all lead our families. You are all leaders. If you're married, you're leading your family. Even you are not married, you're leading somebody in your life. You're leading at least yourself. At least you're leading one person. For better, every day you are thinking something for yourself. So these things are all implied in Toastmasters pathways. But the purpose is which path to choose from, or which path you want to choose which is good for you. Whichever path you choose, is good for you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, and I mean it. I'm perhaps going out of my way, but I have to tell you, I have to make everything easy for you. I'm not a person who makes things complicated, because nowadays, when you rule the people, you want to make their life difficult, make things difficult to rule the people. And I'm not someone as such. I hate people who make things complicated. Trust me, choose any path and deliver projects. They will lead you to the life you are always aspired. The purpose is spending time on stage, speak more, participate, take roles, take part in table topics. This is where you're going to feel embarrassed and you are going to win one day. It's not about winning a trophy or certificate. It's about winning yourself. The purpose you are in Toastmasters. That's what I try every single day. No matter how many times I'm going to fail, you will see me raising my hand. The purpose is, if I'm not going to give myself a favor, who will do it for me? So in Toastmaster, the biggest failure I have faced from people's life or in people's life is they are not favoring themselves. They are not giving favors to themselves. They are just waiting for their mentor to show them green flag to go and deliver a project. No, don't do that. That person was born on a different day and you were born on a different day. He has different energy. You have a different energy. Don't follow somebody. Don't be a follower. Follow your energy. Follow your passion. I respect all my mentors. But when it comes to my life, my resources, my abilities, I don't want to. Because I know if I'm not going to try, they are not going to speak for me. If they are going to speak for me, they are going to lead somewhere, not me. So please stop following people. Stop following people. Just respect them, learn from them. Don't be a backbencher. Backbench in the sense of don't be, okay, let this person finish, then my turn will come. No, grab your turn. Find your own path. Make your own path. Become a pathfinder. Or a game changer in your family, of your life. That's what I always been telling. Even I don't control my own kids. I tell them, do whatever you want. If the person like me coming from nowhere, who did not go to a good school, can reach to achieve so much, come on, you guys are so blessed. You're born in digital era. You have so many opportunities, gates open right in front of you. You can achieve everything. So I request you all, I implore you as a family member of Toastmaster, don't follow anybody. Respect people, learn from their lives, because you have thousands of stories which are untold from your life. Your every 5 minutes of your life is a story to tell. Please go tell the world. The more time you're going to spend on stage, the more you're going to empower yourself. You will feel, wow, man, I've done something different. That's what I've been trying, doing. That's what my passion is for. And I don't think I'm going to stop. The purpose is I got to know my life. If I'm not going to move my foot, nobody will help me move it. What are you waiting for? Don't just aspire to become excellent in pathways or Toastmasters pathways, but in your life. I've seen people miserably living their life in developed countries, especially in Toastmasters, because I'm connecting with them. Being Toastmaster for many, many years, still they are not feeling energized, confident. They're asking, how did you do that? I'm coming from a third world, inspiring them. How? Because I seriously believe myself. Seriously believe myself. If I can use this word, I don't care about people's opinion, please allow me to say that. And it's completely fine, because you are paying your own bills. Why are you listening to people's opinion? Why are you caring about people's opinion? You can't do it. Oh, come on. How can that person decide you can't do it? Did that person live life with you? When you got up from your failure, was that person with you? When you slept hungry, was that person with you? When the person was smiling, did he invite you to come and join? No. Then why are you depending on people's opinion? And luckily, bluntly, I don't care people's opinion. Now I'm on social media. People are watching me. Some people write comments the way they think. They share their opinion, and I don't care. It's okay. I always think when I was struggling in my life, when I was coming into social media, when I was refreshing my screen and watching how many people have viewed, how many people have commented, how many people have liked it, you are not there at that point in time. You are not feeding me. You are not paying my bills. Why should I care about your comments? I ignore. Ignorance is bliss. That's what I do. In Toastmasters, in real life, that's what keeping me a happy person, and the great support I'm getting from my family. There are pathways, they will help you achieve, of course, excellence. Don't worry about all three core competencies, which is communication, interpersonal communication, management, and leadership. There are three. And the main basic one, if you are able to achieve, please take my words, everything will follow. The first one is speak more, public speaking, I mean to say. And second one is confidence, which is the first one. Confidence is the key. Speak, feel proud about your language, about your beauty. You did not design your face, you did not design anything about yourself. You were designed by somebody no one has met. So please feel proud about yourself. That's what I feel I have understood after introspecting a lot in my life. Some people, with due respect, they feel speaking in good English or in good accent is success. No, it's not. It's not. Now, if you see, most of my content is in Urdu language. I speak Urdu, or some people call that Hindi. That language I speak. But people are connecting from that language. These people who speak Urdu or Hindi, they are connecting more with me. The people who are in English, actually, they are not connecting with my face. Perhaps I'm not able to deliver my content in their accent. They're not able to accept me right now. You never know, in future something will happen. But the purpose is, whatever you know, inspire people. That's the reason I opened two clubs which are bilingual. One is Hindi, one is Urdu. The purpose is to bring people on stage and listen to their inspiring stories. We are all almost same. Almost same. You want to become happy, you want to become successful, you want to have a bank balance, you want to have something great around you, a big house, a big car, perhaps. Everyone does the same. So we're all commonly same. The more responsible you are, the more time you are giving to yourself or to the society will help you achieve excellence. When I met with my first mentor, he said, Amjad, train yourself first. Deliver your speech in front of the mirror again and again, then come and deliver. Then I was thinking to myself, why did I join Toastmasters then? If I have to practice in front of the mirror, I have to deliver my speeches in front of my wife, then why do I need Toastmasters? Then I can train myself at home, and I can go and become a TED speaker, and I can charge people for speaking. So Toastmasters is not for perfect people, but to make people perfect. That's another original quote I have made. Toastmasters is not for perfect people, but to make people perfect. It's contrary to my words. Perfection does not exist. But when we use this word perfect, means we have achieved excellence. We have achieved something which was not in our mind. But after practicing, after speaking, after failing, after again collecting ourselves, again rising back, we have achieved something that can be called perfect. Because when we go back 2 years, then we feel like, wow, man, it was not there. I did not even think about it. But now I'm able to do it. Now it's just it's in my subconscious. So what are you looking for in Toastmasters? Just a membership? You feel like you want to just have a title of a Toastmaster? Are you helping Toastmasters International with your $90 every year as a charity? It's totally up to you. Even that's fine. But if you are here to become a speaker, a better communicator, you have to speak. No matter how greatly you speak, how better you speak, how miserably you speak, if you're not going to speak, you are not going to reach anywhere. Speaking miserably means you have taken a little bad step. If you speak better, you have taken a giant leap. This is how journey will be accomplished. The choice is yours. Now, when I chose my first path, that was chosen before Toastmasters Pathways launch. I started working on it. I was curious, what is this Toastmasters? I was speaking to so many people. I was speaking to ambassadors and guides. Can you please tell me about Toastmasters Pathways? What is this? Can I just read it? Can I learn some projects so I can deliver immediately after that? And people was also thinking like, what's wrong with this boy? What does he want? But my purpose was not to make a record, finish all the projects. Perhaps my projects are not as good as your projects, but now I know what is inside Toastmasters. I can tell you all. There are simple things. Just speeches. Just read your objectives, purpose statement, and your story is right there in your head. Now just need to write it on the paper, and start. Don't worry about it, whether you started with quote, with your story, with greeting, or anything. Just speak. You will introspect. You will see whether you have delivered a project perfectly or not, excellently or not, reasonably well or not. You are the best judge for yourself. One more thing I have done in my entire Toastmaster journey, perhaps 99.5% speeches I've delivered physically or virtually, I've recorded them all. I recorded and I watched them. Trust me, for the first time or the earlier speeches when I was watching, it was horrible for me even too. I couldn't watch myself speaking. First of all, my accent, my English, my grammar, my vocabulary, all horrible. But who will help me improve? Will you? Or shall I? I'm sure you will help me. But if I'm not ready to stand on stage, even you will give up. Khalli Wali Amjad. If you don't want to speak, if you don't want to give yourself a time, then who cares? This is what happened. This is what I've been telling people. It's only all about you. If you think you want to achieve, you have to scratch your skin very badly. If you don't have scars on your skin, that means you have not tried something great. Scars are not literally scars. Scars means the painful comments, people's opinions, the opinions which don't even matter. Sometimes people will give you an opinion on your dressing. Oh, come on, how can you do that? But people do. Your hairstyle, the way you pronounce, pronunciation, grammar. Oh, come on, man. That's not my mother tongue. How can you be so rude? Accept me. At least I'm perfect in my own language, or my mother language, or my native language. Appreciate me for that. But people don't do that. They need something to poke you. But it's totally up to you whether you enjoy the poke or you just stop your life with that. I enjoy their pokes. I'm in love with that. When people don't do that, now I feel bored, man. Oh, come on, nothing is happening in my life. There's nothing exciting. So if you like to, you are open to do that. But on a serious note, right now we are 15 number. If one person's life is changed, I swear to God, I swear to Almighty, I'm a strong believer. My purpose is met. Because some people, they like you. Some people, they connect with you. Some people, they just follow you because they don't like you. That's a reality. But does not matter. End of the day, no matter how they connect with you, but they are with you. They are being impacted. Their lives are being impacted just because of your valuable content. The content is your speech. The content is your time. Your time itself is content. Your time itself is content. When you're giving time to people, and your intention is very important as well. In general, if I'm talking about pathways of life, your intention is very important. No matter what religion you follow, end of the day, you are just a human being. Your intentions makes you a greater person. You can find so many leaders. Some are Muslims, some are Hindus, some are Christians, some are atheists, some are whatever you call. There are many religions. I don't know I don't know the names of all the religions, because I seriously don't want to speak about religions, but humanity. We all came into this world with same process. After that, we choose what to become, what not to become. Now we are at this verge where we are trying to become human being. That means we born as a human being, then we become somebody else. Now we are trying to become human being again. But Toastmaster is something which is helping you become that too. That's the reason Toastmaster is existing for last 96 long years. If it was for one religion, it would have vanished. If it was for one gender, it would have been vanished. If it was for one country, one city, it would have been not existing. But now it is existing because it has 4 core values. Integrity, we all preach about. We all try to practice. Respect, you are listening to me, it's a gesture of respect. I'm speaking to you all, it's a gesture of respect. Service, you are giving me service. I'm giving you service. And excellence is followed. Excellence is the byproduct of all above 3. Now, choice is yours. What are you trying to achieve from Toastmasters? I swear to God, I'm telling you, till my last drop of blood, I'm going to remain a Toastmaster, paid Toastmaster. And I don't expect from Toastmasters in terms of returns, but it's giving me a lot in terms of name, fame, everything. And I love to spend time with Toastmasters every single day. That's what I'm doing it actually. Not only in this meeting, but every single day I'm doing it. After this, I have another meeting, then another meeting. But purpose is, if you think you are married, you don't have time. Imagine there is an emergency right now. Will you continue this meeting? Or you just stop everything and run? I'm sure you will choose second option, right? At least nod, please. So life is an emergency. If you would like to do something, if you like to attend a meeting, if you like to manage something, consider as an emergency. That's how I consider every Toastmasters meeting. When I committed with somebody across the globe or across the ocean, I consider it as an emergency. I been there, I deliver a project, whether it was for 7 minutes, 10 minutes, or 12 minutes, or 20 minutes. But what I got back, memories, endless memories, immaculation. and I cannot even express in my words. That's what I'm learning from you all and in Toastmasters and sharing with you all. That's the reason I've started writing books. So I can write all my vulnerable stories and inspiring stories. So if somebody will read, I'll listen to them, they will feel connected. So at the end, before we start question answers, I implore you with I'm telling you, perhaps we all don't know personally each other, but I want to tell you this program, Pathways, especially Toastmasters. Pathways is nothing but a Toastmasters journey is something which is needed, which is need of the hour. Please enjoy time on stage as much as you can. Don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself you're not ready. I have delivered many speeches when I was not ready. And especially in those meetings, I won the awards. When I was prepared well, perhaps I did not win. And I mean it. I'm not telling you don't prepare, but when I delivered, because I was passionate, I was eager, so I thought of delivering it because there was a story, there was a fire. Now I was feeling like I need to share with people. I was sharing and people got inspired. More than that, I was inspired. I was satisfied. I've done something. I'm able to do it. When you do more, you are able to do more. When you don't do something, you are actually very busy. When you don't do much, you're very busy. When you do more, you are actually can do more. That's how I was able to manage. Ladies and gentlemen, don't leave Toastmasters. It's not going to benefit me. It's going to benefit your generations. If you are speaking in front of your children confidently, bravely, with power, they will feel, wow, man, I'm proud that you are my mother, you are my father. That's why perhaps my kids are saying it. I'm bragging right now about myself, but that is all about Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, change yourself. If you don't change yourself, people will change you with somebody else. Over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Amjadli. I think oomph is oozing from every pore of the word that is coming out of your mouth. I think I can feel the passion. I can feel it translating, transcending, and being imbibed by all of us here. And I would not leave this moment without capturing it properly. So I would request our Sergeant at Arms to request all of our participants to kindly turn on their cameras for a moment so that he can take a snap of this delightful moment of smile, of energy, of oomph, of power, of passion, of energy, which is together, which is here. So, Mr. Sergeant at Arms, if I can give it back to you so that you can guide every one of us to register ourselves for this session today.
We will take a group photo. Can everyone turn on your video? Okay. 惠娟, are you there? Boon Kiang? Michelle Wong, Suhaimi. Yeah, please turn on your video so I can take a group photo of all your beautiful smiles. Marutesh. Okay, without further delay, I shall take a group photo. Everyone, please post your biggest smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got it. One more. At 3, 2, 1. Thank you, and we're done. I'd like to hand over the control back to our Toastmasters of the evening, Navneet Singh. Over to you.
Thank you, Chester. Thank you very much. But Amjad, we are not going to leave you so easily. On the path to excellence, there are hurdles to be crossed. There are questions to be answered. There are queries to be answered and registered with an answer. So for that, I have two of my colleagues helping us today, which is Question Masters on Zoom. And as you said, you have made your debut on social media with a bang. So we have questions registered from Facebook as well. But I would let our question master from Zoom, Rashmi, to take over from here and push those questions to you. Let's see how do we fare on those hurdles. So on to you, Rashmi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Navneet Singh. And thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Amjad Ali, for having this nice sharing session with us. We have a few questions from the audience I'd like to share with you. The first question is from Arif. His question is, I have personally seen people who fell out of love for Toastmasters over the year. Who fell out of love for Toastmasters over the years. What would you say to these people if you had that opportunity? Sir, over to you.
In one line, they were not in love with Toastmasters. So if you're in love with something as Toastmasters, and you cannot fall out. And I mean it. And I seriously mean it. As you all know, we are all paid Toastmasters in terms of we are paying Toastmasters. So why I always feel I owe a lot to Toastmasters, because it is a game changer for my life, in my life. So he was not in love with that. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you. Another question is, as someone who has completed all 11 pathways, if you can recommend a new pathway, what would it be?
The pathway's name you can choose by yourself. That pathway's name has to be something to speak impromptu quite often. Impromptu. Let me just quickly let you. I was in an interview with two fellow Toastmasters, and one of the Toastmasters, DTM, actually, he mentioned he actually doubted world champion of public speaking process. He said these people, when they reach to that level after winning from 143 countries, they should be given a topic, impromptu, to speak for 15-20 minutes. Then they should be selected as world champion of public speaking. That actually hit me right here. I felt, yes, it's indeed should be practiced. So the more you speak impromptu, the more you become a better speaker. Because I'm not saying you should not prepare, but are you always prepared in your life? Do you know what's going to happen in next 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Or when you get out from this meeting, you have no idea. So always prepare yourself impromptu. So this is the path I would love to launch, which has only and only impromptu speeches. Name you can choose by yourself.
Yeah. I have seen your so much activities about the impromptu speeches. Thank you. Another question is, out of the 11 pathways, what is your favorite one and why?
Honestly speaking, none of them. That means all of them. Because every path has something very special to take. That's what I meant. So if you are asking me to choose any one, I don't think I can say it. But I started from presentation mastery and effective coaching. Then I continued finishing all of them. Then I have repeated 7 paths. I've already repeated again, including effective coaching, presentation mastery, leadership development, and these all 7 are repeated. All of them are amazingly well written, well scripted, honestly speaking. 10 years hard work by Toastmasters, directors, or whoever has contributed. I think salute to them. Wonderfully conducted, wonderfully written.
So next question is that, Which project was the most challenging or interesting project among the 11 paths?
Challenging. Challenging. The challenging was P4. I'm already mentioned in my speech. P4, which has the rhetorical devices. You need to use anecdotes. You need to bring similes. You have to create a vivid image. That was a bit of difficult for me. But after that, when I got a harsh evaluation from my evaluator, I think I was well prepared. Then later, nothing has happened as such. Nothing was repeated as such. So that was learning lesson for me as well from my respective evaluator. He was actually, I owe him a lot as well. If he was not critical, I wouldn't have achieved this all. So P4 was from CC manual was one of the most toughest for me.
Thank you, sir. Another question is from our Toastmaster of the evening, Navneet. How do you handle situations if you find that a path that you chose in Pathways is way too challenging for you?
When you are thinking of finishing all of them, then what's the problem? You have no option but to finish them. You have to do it. In fact, the most difficult was a humorous one, because in most of my speeches, humor is always suggested by my evaluators. But bringing some humor, a light one, was challenging for me. For that, I had to write. I have to play with words. Wordplay is the key in order to make your speech humorous. So that was a bit of challenging for me, if I have to mention one.
Okay, so it happened with me, sir. I want to share my personal experience. When I chose my first path, it was innovative planning. So I was a science teacher. I never did any management job and any event I did handle. But when I came to the level 4, manage a project, then level 5, HPL, during level 4 I thought I have chosen a wrong path. I cannot handle this manager project. I'm not a manager. How will I do that? Then after completing those projects, sir, I thought that was the best choice for me. This path completely changed my Toastmasters journey. Thank you.
That's the reason I have mentioned, if you allow me to add a couple of lines.
Yeah, sure, sir.
If you read your objectives, our purpose statement very carefully, your project will be all written here immediately. As soon as you finish reading your purpose statement, your project is here. Because we have all done somewhere in our professional life, our personal life, or any event in our family. You can connect with them. You can deliver. Yeah, you can manage a new project, a new event.
Yes, sir. And there is always something very new to learn. That is the beauty of Pathways, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So another question is from our guest Nazim. What advice do you have for Toastmaster members who are reluctant to take up roles, even as the minor ones, in their respective clubs? How do you suggest overcoming this trend?
I don't want to suggest anything to them. I want to tell them, if you're not taking part, if you're not leading, if you're not contributing, then you have no right to complain tomorrow. If you like to change, if you like to see a changed world, our club atmosphere, you have to take part. You have to add your pin in it. If you're not doing it, then tomorrow you have no right to blame somebody that he or she is not doing well. This is my take, because this is something amazingly crafted, especially the hierarchy, where you learn politics, where you learn leadership, where you learn speaking, communication, empowering people, or making yourself humble servant or servant leader. It's all there, but it's totally up to them actually. Choose it or just remain quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it. I'm very straightforward in this context. There are many people who are really complain, you are not doing well, club is not doing well. Then I always tell them, you have no right to tell me what to do and what not to do if you're not doing better than me. Tell me how to do it. Don't tell me how badly I'm doing my job. Tell me how greatly or well I can do from your performance. So they will not come back to you after that.
Thank you, sir. So there is another question from John and Fatima. How did you plan to complete all the 11 pathways? As there are similar projects, did you manage deliver the speeches that are unique? Because every three levels very similar to in each pathway. So how did you handle that?
There are total 63 projects in entire pathways, all 11 paths. So you cannot deliver more than 63 projects. So I have delivered all 63 projects, but after that, of course, I have to repeat them. So I've repeated some of the speeches in different clubs, different countries, different cities. And in some countries or cities, I have invented or written new speeches. This is how I did it. So in total, in one path, you deliver about 14 speeches, 14, 14, 14, 14, something like that. And they are all objectives, electives. So after 63 projects, which are all accumulation of pathways, what to do? You have to deliver them again. Not the same speech, but the same project, I mean to say. You have to choose one. So this is how I did.
So, sir, another question is from Venus. How do you handle the low points in a Toastmasters journey? What would you recommend in order to stay excited and motivated?
Low points, I will consider as failures. Sometimes you are not satisfied, you are not convinced. So what worst can happen? That's the worst, right? The worst, I always think about it, people die. Will world stop? Not at all. So do your best. As long as you're breathing, you are in the game. Do it. The best part in you is you are at the lowest point, and the worst part in people's life is they have not even tried. So who is better? The person who is at the lowest level or the person who is not at any level? All right. So you are still much, much better. And you are from the number of people which are 0.0004% on this planet, which are Toastmasters. And after that, in Toastmasters, how many are trying? You are at least trying. Another 0.111%. So you are much, much better than the people who have never thought even. So there is no low point. You are much higher than other people. So congratulations, you are trying. You are at some level.
That's quite motivational thought. Thank you, sir. Another question is, sir, you mentioned that you speak at every opportunity whenever you get that. And I have personally seen you during the last international convention. You didn't any speaker let go without sharing their thoughts with you. I was following you that since that time. Did you have a deadline for each of your pathways? Did you give yourself 6 months or 1 year? Or how did you manage your deadlines?
No, there was no deadline, honestly speaking. When I was able to finish first two parts in 3 months after the launch, then I thought of why not trying a couple of more. And I bought 2 more parts. And after finishing them as well, since I was, that point in time, I was a member of 11 clubs, paid member of 11 clubs. And I went to more than 100 clubs. So I was delivering projects. I was, of course, back-to-back writing projects. I was in love. I'm still in love, of course. So I was delivering projects. I felt like, okay, it's finished. Then few more, couple of more. Then I set a target. After finishing 6 parts, I set a target that let me finish all 11 parts in 1 year. And I was about to finish, and then 11th part came in. And I was in pressure. Oh, come on, man. You have seriously disappointed me. Now I have to finish you too as well. So I was not in that mindset that I'm able to finish humorous path at the end. But luckily, I pushed myself and I felt like, Amjad, you can do it. That was the self-motivation again. I felt like, okay, let me finish it. It was March 10 when I delivered my last project. And I submitted my last path on 17 March 2019. That was exactly 1 year after the launch, which was 18th March 2018 in UAE, Dubai. So this is how I completed all 11 paths in 1 year.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, there is another question from Srinivas, distinguished Toastmaster Srinivas. Which project was the most challenging or interesting project among the 11 paths? I think-
Icebreaker.
Sir, it's quite challenging to give the same speech, same introduction again and again. Yes, very
Absolutely, absolutely. Icebreaker is more challenging. The reason being, you don't have to deliver the same speech again, but you have to craft it differently. You have to pull your all stories from your school, from your childhood, or from your family life, whatever. Icebreaker is something very challenging. And when you have delivered, you become a DTM, or you have finished a path, then again you're delivering that project, which people think like, oh, it's a piece of cake. It's more threatening, more challenging, and seriously, it takes a lot to deliver.
Yes.
I mean it.
I'm totally agree with you. When I was framing my icebreaker, it was like, what motivational things I have in my own life and how can I motivate audience from my life journey? So it's really very challenging. So I do agree with you.
I have delivered icebreaker, if I'm not mistaken, more than 26, 27 times.
Wow.
17 times in pathways and 10, 12 times in conventional one, because I delivered I finished CC quite a number of times, just in the same passion.
Great to hear, sir. So there is last question from the Zoom for you. Then I will pass control to my FB Live question master. How would you use humor in the virtual stage? This is the question from Sancham. How would you use humor in the virtual stage?
It's all about wordplay. It's all about wordplay. For example, I give this example wherever I get a chance. When I introduce myself, tell people I have 4 kids and only 1 wife. And that turns into a humor. So you need to play with words. So whenever you're doing, or use pauses, and people will understand he is meaning something or she is meaning something. So wordplay is the key in order to make people laugh. Okay, same thing. You don't have to go use some vulgar words or something which is not allowed, which can hurt people's feeling. Not at all. Don't bring religion. Don't bring gender or sex in your speeches. Normally we do that, like husband, wife, because this is the normal phenomena we always use and try to win. That's actually not practical. That's not good for me. Look, end of the day, it's a respectful relationship. But you can play with your words and add humor. You can take blame of things. Okay, then it's self-deprecating humor, which will make people laugh, which will seriously will help you earn respect from people as well. So playing with words is very important.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I am passing control to our second question master. She's collecting questions from the Facebook Live. Saad, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Good evening, Mr. Amjad.
Sadia.
Hi. At the beginning, you said that if you change at least one person's life, you have achieved your goal for the night. Congratulations, you have changed my life.
Oh, so sweet of you. So sweet of you.
Okay, so we have 2 questions from the FB Live and 1 question from the Zoom that I'll be addressing. Our first question is from distinguished Toastmaster Brian. He asks, did you find you learned more about yourself as you continue to decide on what your speech topics were?
Can you repeat? My bad.
Sorry,
Can you repeat?
did you find you learned more about yourself as you continue to decide on what your speech topics were?
Not really, but I was able to reveal myself more confidently. There was many untold stories in my life, and actually Toastmasters inculcated this confidence in me and revealed them out. And I don't think I got to know myself better in Toastmasters, but I actually knew myself quite better. because I've gone through many ups and downs, and there were very, very hard times, very tough times in my life. I've gone through, I've experienced. And I think from these experiences, I was able to know me a bit better. So Toastmasters helped me reveal these stories and bring them on screen. That's what I did. Hope I was able to understand your question and answer properly.
Yep, I think that's good. Our second question is from Kishan. Hi, Ali. How do you see Pathways' potential in a corporate club setting?
It's perfectly crafted for corporate, personal life, or any life. Any life. End of the day, it's all about you. It's all about you. It does not make you a motivational speaker. It makes you a great communicator, a confident one. And now that communication you can use in your chartered accountancy. Not everyone is going to be a motivational speaker. You can use in your administration. If you're a boss of a company, owner of a company, you can convince your employees well with your powerful words, or with your, you can say, the integrity you learn from Toastmasters. There are many ways. It's not about public speaking only. It's about communicating. The idea you have got in your mind is to transfer in other people's mind. This is what Toastmasters teaches you all. So corporate, indeed, a big yes with capital Y.
Thank you. And our final question is from Toastmaster Najib. Sometimes choosing speech topics poses some difficulties to me. Please suggest on how to overcome this difficulty.
If you have heard or noticed, I've mentioned every 5 minutes of your life you have lived is a speech. When you tend to write that 5 minutes of your life, you will automatically find a topic out of it. You don't have to create or think of a topic which is very complicated, or you feel like I want to inspire people, I want to impress them. Don't impress them. Just be simple, be yourself. Sometimes, or many of the speeches I have written only because of titles. A title got into my mind. I felt like I love this title. So let me just write a speech for this title. It happens. And sometimes you write a speech and you find a title out of it. And sometimes you, after one day, you feel like this title is not working well. Okay, let me just do something else. So it's all about you can say directing a movie. And after direction, you feel like, okay, let me just change the word. So name does not matter. What matters is the idea you are going to give to the people. The lines you are going to inspire people with. That matters. Titles can be anything. End of the day, you have your evaluators who can give you suggestions to have a good title or a better title or change it or whatever. And whether in Toastmasters especially, don't worry about titles. Be simple, be yourself. That's what going to connect with people. The difficult people are always ignored and disguised. Difficult people, I mean to say. They try to impress people. Don't try to impress people. They're all impressed. Express your feeling to connect with them.
Thank you so much. I think we're done with all the questions on Facebook Live as well as Zoom. So we'll be now ending the question and answer session. And I'd like to pass the controls back to the Toastmaster of the evening, Ms. Navneet.